everybody. This is Pastor Dave for the Remnant Church in San Luis Obispo, and today we're going to talk about prophecy and politics. Now, what do you mean prophecy and politics? Well, they kind of come together hand in hand, and today we're going to look at, first of all, the trade wars with President Trump, who's basically kind of escalated around the world right now, and how they can affect not only our economy, but the world economy. And everything looks like we're on the verge of having a economic reset around the world. Our biggest trading enemy, as far as worrying about, is China. Our biggest military opponent, or enemy, is China. Russia is there too, close as far as their ability to make war, as you can see, like in Ukraine. But right now, their economy is not as stable as China has been, and they don't have as many trading partners around the world. But right now what we see is that China is trying to align with Europe and get their economic ties together for trade purposes against the U.S. And if this happens, President Trump needs to do a lot of things to make sure he pulls off this trade war, basically by making a level field and get rid of the high tariffs on the U.S. economy as we export things to other countries. Right now, if China went with Europe, the European Union especially, they would have similar indebtedness. We have about $1 trillion indebtedness in the U.S. to other countries around the world, and the same is true for China. But the debt is split up differently. About a third of ours goes to China, and so forth. It's balanced here and balanced there, but all the balance would change as far as who we owe and who owes us, which hardly is anybody. But what is going to happen in the future? We really can't see right now. It's all playing out right before our eyes, and it kind of worries some of us. I know that because prices are still going up a little bit. Car manufacturers are trying to leave the U.S., and some are trying to come back to the U.S., but what is really going to happen? We don't know. But what does Bible prophecy tell us? Now, this is not a prophetic word to you. This is just what it says in the latter days, especially in the Gog-Magog war that is around the corner, as we see it like basically the semblance of the Psalms 83 war on hold right now. U.S. has planes over and islands off only basically striking distance from Iran, the B-2 bombers, and we have other aircraft taking care of things there in the Middle East, fighting Yemen and so forth, but Israel's waiting to be getting the green light to go ahead and attack Iran. And in the middle of all that, we have basically, yes, we're trying to get a peace deal, or basically a anti-nuclear deal with Iran at the same time, which looks like they're just stalling for time. But how's it going to play out? We don't know. Eventually, Israel has to do something about what's happening in Iran. They need to basically get rid of the big nemesis that has been creating and generating all these terrorist groups around the Middle East and even to around the world at this point. So let's look down as far as looking at Gog-Magog war next. If that were to happen tomorrow, basically you would have Turkey, Russia, nations from Africa, and a lot of the stands that are around Russia, the old communist bloc, and basically Iran attacking Israel all at once. And it says that, only a few nations that are not involved in it say, what are you doing? But the U.S. is not mentioned there. We don't know if we're going to be around maybe then. We're not in the Bible because the U.S. wasn't present then, but there's no even direct heavy hint about the U.S. being there. We could be right in the midst right now, seeing our economic reset that's happening. Might be good for a while, but there's a realignment that's just happening in the world right now between nations for economic purposes against the U.S. dollar and for nations as far as lining up against Israel. It's exciting to see because we know that Jesus is coming soon, but we don't know everything that's going to happen in between. But watch this economic reset, see if it lines up, see who the U.S. has for partners, and see from the Bible's perspective, is this coming together? Is it getting ready for the Gog-Magog war in the near future. Either way, be in Christ. May you be looking for Jesus to come very soon. And is he coming for you? That's the most important thing. Jesus wants to come for his family, for his church, very, very soon, I'm sure. And that could be right around the corner. Be blessed. I hope you had a great Resurrection Sunday. I'll be looking forward to getting more things posted for you about politics and prophecy. Take care. Bye.